What's up, YouTube? Knight's Edge here again. Got another pretty cool little review for you. Review. Thank you again to Mr. Eddie. Seems like an Eddie week, right? He's got a lot of cool knives they let me borrow, and is very, very helpful with the channel and loaning me some knives to take a look at. Thanks to people like him that I'm able to make content at all, really, right? If I didn't get knives all the time, hey, what would I do? I'd be taking apart, flooring or something. Who knows? But thanks to Mr. Eddie for loaning me this knife. That's my long way of saying that. Check him out on Instagram, TikTok. He's in the Discord. He's got knives for sale in the Discord if you want to check out the buy, sell, trade section. He is wheeling and dealing in there all the time. And this one is the Brian Brown Knives Yeager. This is the Yeager M. This is, as they made clear on their website, this is not the handmade custom, which is in like the multiple thousands of dollars. This is the production knife. This is OEM by Riot. So I just want to go ahead and get that out there right off the beginning. Is a pretty impressive knife for sure. Spoiler alert right there, I guess. But yeah, this is quite the piece. Very, very nice. So I can only imagine with the custom. This is crazy nice on this one. Let's go ahead, before I gush over it too much, we'll get out the measuring apparatus here, the tape measure, do some specs, do a little bit of overview work. So from the tip of the blade to the end of the handle, you're looking right at 7.5. Overall blade length, you are looking right at 3 3/8. And on your cutting edge, you're looking, let's see, right at 3 1/8, maybe a hair less than 3 1/8. So not really like a big knife, not even what I would consider like a full-size knife, really, by definition, but kind of right in that mid-range, between small and large, medium, I guess, size is what I would call it. 156 thousandths on the thickest part of the spine. Nice hollow grind on it, goes down to 15 thousandths. That's crazy. And let's see, handle thickness, fairly thick handle, but to me that helps out a lot. 550 thousandths on the handle thickness. The caliber's up here. So let's go ahead. We'll get out some of the usual suspects. Your cold steel knives, 8010, which dwarfs it. Demco knives, 8020.5, right around the same overall length, with the Yeager having a little bit more cutting edge actually, and being a little shorter, so that's cool. All right, put the Demco stuff away. Ontario Knives Rat Model 1, and your Ontario Knives Rat Model 2. Let's do Spyderco Paramilitary 2, Spyderco Para 3. All right, definitely get a good idea of the size by looking at those Spideys up next to it. Trying to get out my next two size comparisons here. Sorry about that. All right, so that's the usual suspects and the size comparisons. Let's get out some different stuff, similar blade shape maybe though. That is the New Breed EDC Clydesdale. That's the Devo Knives Premium Pony Stout. All right, put those up. Let's see, what else can we get for size comparison here? Here is it's a DeWalt frame and hammer. All right, trying to see if anybody's still watching. Sure, the comments will let me know on that one. Vulcan Knives Firewave Cleaver, pretty awesome knife right there, I do say so myself. One of my favorite knives I've ever handled, the Sparrow Knives Strix, another one of Eddie's knives, just like that one, obviously, right? There's his logo right there on that Vulcan. Similar blade shapes on those. Wait, my opinion, right? I gotta say that first. In my opinion, they're similar blade shapes. Can't say anything now without, anyway. Yeah, so that's the size comparison. Let's get a weight on this bad boy. Now, it does have zirconium, a very nice looking zirconium back spacer, really nice zirconium pocket clip, and a zirconium pivot. Zirconium is heavy. So, that being said, I think it weighs it out pretty good, balances it out pretty good. It feels a little butt heavy. Kind of like the balancing point is about right there, you know, a little bit butt heavy, but I like that. I like, especially with this hollow grind, this blade shape, gives you a nice grip on it when you're trying to slice something. 4.8 ounces, way over the ounce and inch ratio. Do it one more time. Yeah, 4.8 ounces. So even though you do have that really light carbon fiber on the inlays, you do have titanium on the handles, and you do have that little bit of zirconium that kind of helps weigh it down too. I have no problem carrying a knife of that weight, but some people do. This depends on what you're doing, what you're wearing, and your preference, right? So that's what she looks like in the blue jeans. All right. Pretty good carry. I like that pocket clip. Secures it just fine, in my opinion. Again. So we got, let's see, what size hardware we got. I'm thinking T8 across the board. Well, I'm not sure, so let's check her out here. T8. And is that one different? Or I just, no, that's a T8. T8. Yep. That is, what is that? T10? It's definitely bigger than T8. What size is this one? Why do I have a T9 out? What was I doing with a T9? T15. Is it? No? It's a T20. It's smaller than a T20. I just tried the T15. Let's try that T15 again just to make sure. Nope. Yeah, I don't know what size that is. Maybe it's like a special tool or something, or a star bit maybe. 1, 2, 3. 6 points on it. Maybe it is. I don't know. Huh. Well, you learn something new every day, huh? Well, I hate going without knowing. I don't think I have a... Looking at my bit collection here. Let's see. See what we can find that matches up here. We are gonna find out what size this is. Let me tell you. Unless it's proprietary or something like that, which just looks like a star bit to me. So all these are missing because they're Torx. I use those a lot. What else we got in here? There's a star bit, T10 hex. Let's try a T15 hex, maybe. No. Damn, that's too small for a T20. Yeah, too small for a T20 hex. Looking, damn, what is this? T15. Maybe that's it. T15's turning it. Maybe my T15V, CRV, T15, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. Different Torx. Kind of weird, yeah. It's whatever Torx that is, T15, I guess. Well, thank you guys for coming on that journey with me to figure out what the hell that is. Sorry about that. Usually got this stuff figured out before the review, but I mean, I really didn't think it was that. So that's crazy. All right. Aside from that, awesome proprietary, or not not proprietary, captive pivot, T8 on the body screws. Really nice, man. As far as the specs go, this thing is pretty good. I think I'd consider it a home run. I think it's M390 on this blade steel. Now the ones that were available on the latest drop were around 350, I think, 350 bucks. On Brian Brown's site, it's not showing the price anymore. Let's see. Yeah, it's not showing a price on that one anymore. 355 on that one. Yeah, it shows 355, so not bad at all for what you're getting, I don't think. Really good ergonomically. Choked back. Still got room for my pinky, just barely, but do. Choked up. That flipper usually bothers me, but it is very smooth and rounded. You can get a good trigger pull on there without, or you can just squeeze your fingers together and reach out with your thumb, you know. But that doesn't particularly bother me as much as it normally would. Really smooth action on it. I got a little bit different of an acoustic sound to it. Not much, but a little bit different. I don't know if you can you tell that on the camera? Kind of more of a clank, you know. I don't know if it's because it's a little thicker. I don't know if it's maybe the zirconian backspacer, the pivot interacting with it. I don't know, but I really like it. Nice hollow grind on that blade shape. Very utilitarian blade shape on there. Pretty cool. Still got the factory edge on this one, as a matter of fact. Very ergonomically pleasing in hand, and looks really good too. Red marble carbon fiber on that handle. Again, that is really pretty. So yeah, means of deployment, flipper tab, jimping right there, works great. Very hard to fail it. You can fail it, but yeah, like that, like I wasn't even, like if you try it all, this thing's opening, you know. You don't have to give it any wrist, you don't have to flick it hard. Really satisfied with that means of deployment. Reverse flick works just fine on it. Actually, my preferred method of opening it. They do offer, whenever these are available on their website, the production Yeagers, they do offer them flipper or non-flipper, right? So I would probably be more curious about the non-flipper, just probably because I've tried the flipper, but to get rid of that, you know, it'd probably be even more comfortable, you know, choked up on it, in my opinion. But yeah, that is the Brian Brown Yeager. Brian Brown Knives Yeager. Can subscribe to their newsletter. Go to brianbrownknives.com and check them out. Really cool knife. Really appreciate you, Mr. Eddie, for sending this one along for me to take a look at. And hey, if you hadn't hit the like button, hit it. If you like to watch people look for bits, you know, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. And again, thanks, Mr. Eddie, for loaning me this really cool knife. And I'll see you guys on the next one.